that's anybody have any question on fractures?
I've got a question. Yes. Do you treat an injury different if the person is unconscious?
Well, you have to figure out why are they unconscious. It's generally a lot easier to treat someone when they're unconscious. I'll tell you that because they're not thrashing. No, you treat the injury the same. Which I should really back up and talk about ABC of all this. Of course, the first thing that's most important is having an airway. We'll talk. Actually that leads me into positioning, body positioning, and that sort of thing. We'll talk about that. Someone who's unconscious. All right, Sensei, why don't you go unconscious for me? Back to front. All right. Sensei Reel is down. He's unconscious. The first thing I want to do is to make sure that because he's unconscious, he cannot maintain his own airway. If he is lying on his back,
or left button.
If he is lying on his back, he cannot maintain his airway if he's unconscious. His tongue will drop into the back of his throat and will shut off his breathing. Anybody who snores or knows somebody who snores, you know somebody who snores?
Do I snore?
He doesn't really snore.
All right, that's the function that's happening there is the tongue is actually partially blocking the airway, which causes people to have sleep apnea and they wake up, choking. So the first thing we want to do is we want to open this man's airway because without a patent airway, without an airway that's open, nothing else you do is going to make a difference. You follow me? If you've just knocked him out and you're sure that he hasn't broken his neck, the best way to open this is what's called a head tilt chin lift, which is 2 fingers on the chin, 1 hand on the forehead, and all you do is you just tilt the head back. Okay? That lifts the musculature of the neck, which pulls his tongue off the back of his throat. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to check his breathing. We are going to look, listen, and feel. Okay, this should all sound familiar. All right? We are going to look at his chest. We are going to listen to him breathing, and we're going to feel his breath on the side of our face. Look, listen, and feel. Okay? You're looking for chest rise. Now, if he's got that, you don't need to go any further. What you do need to do is put him in what's called a recovery position. Okay? Again, this is assuming he has no other trauma. What we're going to do is we're going to roll him onto his left side. Okay? We're going to position his arm underneath his head like this. Okay? Bend his knees to keep him from rolling any further. Okay? This is what's called, well, that's fine. This is called left lateral recumbent, is the technical term for this. Shock position, recovery position, whatever you want to call it. This is also a great place to put unconscious drunks. Okay? Because this way the man can vomit and he won't choke on it. Mm-hmm. Okay? This is our position of recovery. As long as he is breathing, we put him right here, and all we do is we monitor him. Okay?
And he has no neck injury.
And he has no neck injury, no other trauma. But of course, again, even if he does have trauma and he's not breathing, he's going to die. So it's a trade-off. Do I risk injuring him by putting him in this, or does he die? Well, I don't know. We'll see. All right, you're doing the best you can. Yes.
The Boy Scouts, and this was like 10 years ago, we would elevate the feet as well.
Yeah, that's if he's laying on his back. You'd elevate the feet. That's for someone who is in shock but not unconscious, so they can maintain their own airway. Okay. Yeah, you elevate the feet, and what it does is just provides more blood flow to the core of the body. But we're talking about somebody who's out. Mm-hmm. All right, they swung at you, you blocked, chin jabbed him, and now they're. By the way, don't complain if you don't get to do the leg sweep. All right? If you nail them with a chin jab, bang, they're down. The sensei does not want to hear you. I didn't get to do osogari. All right. There's a reason why, as Sensei Glasgow used to say, there's no kill like overkill.